Hello everyone, welcome to Computer Studies for class 5. This is the fourth video for chapter 5 presentation software. In this video, we shall see four topics: specifying alignments, using bullets and numbering, line spacing, and deleting slide. So now I am going to open MS PowerPoint application. So here I have two slides in my presentation. I am going to add a new slide. For this, click on Home tab, New Slide option, and choose the layout you want. So I am going to insert this title only slide. So here I have got here one text box in which I can put title of my this slide. So click here, and the title here is Input Devices. So by default you can see this text appears in center of the text box. Means its alignment is center, but we can change it and make it to left align or right align also. So for this you have to go in paragraph group of Home tab, and here you can see these are the four options or buttons for changing alignment of your text. So the first one is your left alignment, second center, third right, and the fourth one is to make it justify. So to change its alignment, select the text and click the respective button. If I click here in the left align, so it will now move to the left side of the text box. If I click on this right align button, so it will move to the right part of the text box. And there is the fourth alignment, justify, but you should use this justify alignment only for text present in a paragraph. Means if you try to make a single line text a justify, then you will make it a left aligned text like. So I'm going to show this. So just you can see, if I choose this justify alignment, the selected text moves in the left part here. So it is like the left alignment. So if you want to see the difference between left and justify, you have to apply these two alignments for text written in more than one lines. So you can see the difference there. So this is how we can set alignment for the text in this slide. We can also set the position of different other objects like shapes, uh, charts and graph, table. So here I am going to take one shape so that I can show you how to position it in the slide. For this, click on Insert tab, Shapes option, choose any shape of your choice. So I am going to select this oval shape and draw this. So you can draw this shape by holding your left click and dragging your mouse. So now I can change its position by aligning it to different position. For this you have to click on Format tab. So here you can see the last tab is your Format tab. It only appears when you click on the shape. If I click somewhere else in my slide, so now you can see Format tab disappears. But if I click here again on the shape, now it can be seen. So click on the format tab, and here you can see the align option. So just click here. So you can see different options for aligning this shape. So if I choose this align left, the shape will move to the left side. If I choose this right, then it will move in the right part of the slide. So here in this way you can change alignment of different other objects like shape, table, uh, word art from this format tab, but you have to change alignment of the text, then you have to use home tab. Okay, so now I'm going to delete this shape. Now it's there is no use of this shape in this slide. So the next topic is bullets and numbering. So bullets and numberings, both these features are used to create list in the page or in the slide. So first I am going to take a text box so that I can enter text in it. So just go to insert tab and choose this text box option. So here I have text box. Click on home tab, and in paragraph group there are two options. One, the left one is for bullets. So these are the bullets. Bullets means actually symbols for creating your list. And the second one is for numbering. So here instead of using symbols, we can use uh, alphabets, numbers in different formats. So I'm going to choose this format, the simple format. Now you can see this one appears by default. Now you can enter your text. Okay, so after entering the first line of the text, if you press enter button, the next number will automatically appears. So after one, now you can see 2 appears here. So in this way, whenever you press enter key in your keyboard, and the next number will automatically appears. Now you can see properly. So here in this way we can use numbering for creating this list. We can also use bullets. So for this you have to click this drop down for bullets option, and choose any symbol of your desire, and I have selected this one. Now you can enter again your text, and if you press enter key, then the next symbol will automatically appear. So here in this way you can use these two features, bullets and numbering, for creating list in the slide. I'm going to enter more text. Okay, so the next topic is how to change line spacing. So line spacing means a space between two consecutive lines. Means here you can see several text like keyboard and mouse. So there is a little space between these two words. So we can change this space using this line spacing feature. For this we have to select the text. After selection, go to home tab, and in paragraph group here you can see this is the button for line spacing. So here you can see different number values you can select for setting your line spacing. By default it is 1.0. If I choose this 1.5, then you can see now a space increases between lines, means selected lines. If you choose again 2.0, then more space you can see in the lines of this text. So in this way you can change the liner spacing. Now the last topic for this video is how to delete a slide. So here you can see I have here 3 slides and I can delete any slide if I want to. Uh, so let I have to delete this 3 number slide. So just click on this slide. It means you have selected this slide now, and right click over here and you can see delete slide option. So just click on this delete slide option, and now you can see now the number 3 slide is deleted from this presentation file. Now you can also undo your action, means you can also get back that slide by pressing Ctrl plus Z keys from keyboard, or by choosing undo option in the application itself. So that's all students for this video. Thank you all.